Start the lecture on conservation laws. What is it? Conservation laws. Conservation laws. Okay. In classical mechanics, we study three types of conservation. First one is conservation of linear momentum, and the second one is conservation of angular momentum, and the third one is conservation of total energy. Let's start from the first one, that is conservation of linear momentum. What is the first one? First one is conservation of linear momentum. Okay, conservation of linear momentum. In conservation of linear momentum, we have to know first the formula of force. What is study? Force equal to mass into acceleration. This is the first equation. Second one, we know from the Newton's second law. Force equal to dp by dt. Here in conservation of linear momentum, we actually use these two equations. Okay. First one, write F equal to ma. Then from Newton's second law, from Newton's second law, what do you know? Force equal to rate of change of momentum. What is P? P is the linear momentum, and F is the force applied on the body. That means this one is the external force. F external. What I say? External force. F is the external force. P is the linear momentum. That is, force is equal to the rate of change of momentum. How we can derive conservation of linear momentum? Just see here. Conservation. That means we have to make the linear momentum constant. How linear momentum become constant? If we put F equal to 0, then dp by dt equal to 0. That means P must be constant. Let us see. If external force applied on body is equal to 0. That means there is no external force on the body. Here is the body having mass m. We apply force here. If we don't apply any external force, then what happened? Then F equal to 0. If F 0, that implies dp by dt equal to 0. Yes or no? Derivative is equal to 0. That means P must be constant. Yes or no? That implies P equal to constant. What is P? P is the linear momentum. Here you can say P is constant of motion or conserved. This is all about conservation of linear momentum. The second conservation law is conservation of angular momentum. Second one. Conservation of angular momentum. In conservation of angular momentum, we use formula as tau. Tau is called torque equal to, tau is a vector quantity, equal to R cross F. Tau is torque, F is force, R is perpendicular distance, and another formula of tau is tau equal to dl by dt. Okay, here we use these two formulas. Let's start. First of all, just see the diagram. What is the difference between linear force and angular force? Actually, torque tau is the angular force. How angular force create? Let us see how angular force create. This is the fixed point. Here is a body. Here is the body having mass m. Here is a body having mass m, which is fixed to this point. That distance is r. If I apply the force here, F. This one is, we apply linear force. We can't apply angular force torque. We apply linear force. But here the body starts moving by creating an angle. So the total system is called, this is angular force, that is called torque. Okay, just here. How can we derive? This one is the linear force, this one is the body, and this one is the distance of the body from the fixed point, that is r. Okay, we can write the formula tau external torque, because we apply this force, we apply this torque to the body, yes or no, equal to, what I write, r cross f. What is r? R is the perpendicular distance, f is the linear force. Okay, and another formula we write here. What is this? Tau equal to dl by dt. What is L? L here is the angular momentum. Okay, angular momentum L. Here you can write dl by dt. Okay, dl by dt. Then similar to linear momentum, what we can write here? If the external torque applied on the body, if the external torque applied on the body is 0, that is tau external equal to 0, then what happened? Then what happened? dl by dt becomes 0, yes or no? dl by dt equal to 0. What it indicates? It indicates L is constant, yes or no? It indicates L equal to constant. Okay, in the first case we got P equal to constant, that is conservation of linear momentum. Here we get L is constant, that is conservation of angular momentum. In these two cases we got what we got? We got if external force is 0, then it leads to conservation of linear momentum, yes or no? LM, linear momentum. Second one, if external torque is, either you can say 0 or absent, is, here we write absent, then it leads to conservation of what is angular momentum. If external force is 0 or absent, then it leads to conservation of linear momentum. If external torque is absent, then it leads to conservation of angular momentum. The third one is conservation of total energy. What is the conservation of total energy? The third one is conservation of total energy. Here actually we introduce a new concept, not a new concept but a new style. What is the new style? Here we can write r dot equal to dr by dt. That means in place of dr by dt we can write r dot, and second one is r double dot, that is d square r by dt square. These two things we use here. In place of dr by dt we can use r dot, and in place of d square r by dt we can use r double dot. Okay, let's start. We all know F equal to mass into acceleration. Further simplified, m equal to d square r by dt square. In place of a we can write d square r by dt square, that is m r double dot. Yes or no? Okay, let us start the derivation to find out the conservation of total energy. How you can derive? Just see here. Here you can write m r double dot equal to f. Okay, then multiply r dot on both sides. What we get? m r double dot into r dot equal to f r dot. Okay, then we can write this m into 1 by 2 bracket start r double dot into r dot plus r double dot into r dot. How you can write? We can write it 2 times. So I divide here 2. Okay, equal to f r dot. Okay, then just see here how we simplify this. D by dt of u into v. Formula. What is the formula? U dv by dt plus v du by dt. Yes or no? Okay. Then in this case, d by dt of r dot into r dot. How you can derive this? First, r dot d by dt of r dot plus r dot d by dt of r dot, that is r dot r double dot plus r dot r double dot. Yes or no? Just see here. What I write here? R double dot dot r dot plus r double dot plus r dot. Dot product. Yes or no? R dot plus r double dot plus r dot plus r double dot. This one and this one is equal. So I can write in this place, I can write d by dt of r dot dot r dot. Yes or no? Just write here m 1 by 2. What I can write here? D by dt of, this here, this one and this one is same. So we can write this in place here. Okay. R dot into R dot. No? Here as usual F R dot. Okay. Then 1 by 2 and m both are independent of time. So this can enter into the derivative. And another one, R dot. What is R dot? What I say? R dot equal to dr by dt, that is velocity. Yes or no? In place of R dot we can write v. Then what becomes here? M by 2 d by dt of v into v equal to f r dot. Okay. M and 2 both are independent of time. So M and 2 both can enter into the derivative. That is d by dt of half m v square equal to f dot r dot. Okay. Then what is this? Half m v square. This one is the kinetic energy. Yes or no? D by dt of kinetic energy T equal to F dot R. Okay. Then if the force is conservative, if the force is conservative, if the force is conservative, force conservative means work done does not depend upon the path followed. Work done does not depend upon the path followed. This is called conservative force. For conservative force, there is a formula F equal to negative gradient of potential. F equal to negative gradient of potential. So we can write negative gradient of potential in place of F. Then just see how the expression changes. We can write this equation. D by dt of t equal to F dot R dot. That will be like in place of F we can write del V. V is the potential. You can write here potential energy. Yes or no? Dot R dot. This del indicates space and the dot symbol indicates change in time. This indicates change in space, this indicates change in time. Just here minus dou v by dou x I cap plus dou v by dou y j cap plus dou v by dou z k cap. Dot product with r vector dot, that is d x by dt I cap plus dy by dt j cap plus dz by dt k cap. Okay, just here minus This one is the dot product. So I cap multiplied with I cap, J cap multiplied with J cap, and K cap multiplied with K cap. Yes or no? For this becomes dou V by dou X into dx by dt plus dou V by dou Y into dy by dt plus dou V by dou Z into dz by dt. Done. And this is, what is this? Negative d v by dt. Okay, this one is nothing but d by dt of t. Then what happened? If we take the dv by dt to the right hand side, then d by dt of t plus v equal to 0. Derivative is equal to 0. That means t plus v equal to constant. We know mechanical energy E equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Yes or no? Then what happened? D by dt of E equal to 0. Derivative of a quantity is equal to 0. That means that quantity must be constant, or here we can say E is conserved. What is this? E equal, that implies E equal to constant. This leads to conservation of total energy. Okay, in the overall idea, if the force is conservative, then only the mechanical energy is conserved. If the force is non-conservative, then the total energy of the universe is conserved. Yes or no? In total energy, mechanical energy comes out. From total energy, mechanical energy comes out. Actually, in total energy, the mechanical energy conserved, the heat energy conserved, the light energy conserved. This can be possible only for non-conservative force. For conservative force, only mechanical energy is conserved. What is the mechanical energy? Mechanical energy, kinetic energy plus potential energy.